Alrighty, we are back, and today we are going to be talking about free-to-play characters in Dokkan. Now that a new anniversary has come and gone, basically, I think it is a good time to talk about the state of free-to-play units within the game. You guys can see here we have all the most recent characters pulled up, but there's only a few free-to-play units on here, and two of them are not going to be here, that being Goku Mini and Trunks and Goten. Just haven't had a ton of time for Trunks and Goten, and I just don't see much usage in them, but obviously Demon King Piccolo is going to make it on this list. He is very, very good. So, let me know down below who your favorite free characters are, and let me just get a few caveats out of the way. No, we are not going to be counting the anniversary LRs as free to play because of the Purunga Wish, and we are also not going to be counting Redstone characters like Perfect Cell, Buhan, Janemba, Gogeta, Vegito. Despite them being obtainable with a free-to-play means, we are going to be talking about solely characters that you can farm up and or World Tournament drop characters that you get from tickets or rewards, just characters that are not obtained via summoning technically, right? That is sort of where we are at. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and hop into the first character that I want to talk about, and that is going to be Bio Broly. Now, keep in mind with this specific setup here, these are not exclusive, right? Or they're not ranked. Like, we just have these sort of like, we're just talking about them. So please don't like expect this to be like a what's the word, right? Hey, why can't I talk? A ranking. This is just talking about the best free-to-play characters in the game. So we have Bio Broly here. Now, what does he do well? Well, I'm glad that you asked. He has damage reduction, and damage reduction right now is one of the king mechanics in the game. He's got the look at all these different ways that he can raise his damage reduction, right? Once we get 30% right here for every turn passed. Very easy to get that, and we have another 30% damage reduction when we have uncontrollable power categories, right? Or category allies. This is easy to get, and then we also have an additional 30% damage reduction potentially after, like, what is that? After like 5 to 6 turns, we're going to be up to 90% damage reduction, right? As long as we have the proper setup. And not only that, we also have, where is his active skill? We have right here, which is going to be a taunt. So that is always nice as well. You can see here we've got this active skill. I'm going to start using this website more because we can play animations. So that is good. A shout out to the Dokkan wiki, right? This is always helpful. But this active skill is going to be providing us with a taunt, and you guys know how crazy a taunt is. This Prime Battle character, very easy to obtain, right? You just go to the Prime Battle event and you just farm these up, and here's what you're going to need to do so. Very, very simple character to work on, and I definitely recommend that you do so because Bio Broly is a high quality character. Moving on, we have the free-to-play LR from the 10th anniversary, and this is going to be Demon King Piccolo. I am a big fan of this character, especially running him on the Demonic Power team. You are going to find him being very well, right? He's going to be very well off on this team because of Glorio and stuff like that. I think this is a really good floater for that specific team. Now, what is he doing that... well, I guess we'll just start off with the early thing. How do you get him, right? Most of you should have this character done, as he was part of the requirement to finish the anniversary thank you tickets, which is obviously very important. You know that's how you'd want to do this. Making sure that you have that done, very, very important stuff. And then being able to Dokkan Awaken him into an LR, all that fun stuff. If you have not done that already, you need to go do that now, because not only is this character extremely good, he also is essential in your completion of the 10th anniversary. So having 50% support on the baseline is very good, and then we're also going to be getting 60% to Demonic Power category allies. So if you don't know, Demonic Power, very good team. We've talked about it before. If we just pull it up real quick, this category has a ton of good stuff, right? We've got Glorio right here being a pure 200%. And then if we go on the extreme class side of things, this is an elite, not him. This is an elite tier extreme unit. This is a very good extreme unit, right? This is a very good extreme unit. So Glorio can kind of make things a little bit funky sometimes, but it's the turns that you're not going to be seeing Glorio next to Demon King Piccolo in the way that you're going to be running the team, right? Where you're going to have Demon King Piccolo in that third slot, and then both Glorios are also going to be staying in that third slot. So the only thing that's going to ever interfere the flow of like the way you're trying to run this team is going to be locking, right? Because if you can just keep your rotations proper, you're always going to have the right setup. So this Buhan is very good. This Lord Slug, very good for Demonic Power, right? So you just think about the extreme class Demonic Power characters and you are in a good spot. This guy is just giving a ton of support for them. We are going to be getting greatly raising their attack and defense, right? Very efficient stuff. Good multipliers, all of that fun stuff in here. And then we also have a standby skill when we get to the third turn, going to be very easy, right? When we have all demonic power, which is the team you should be running this guy on, and then we are going to just be able to have this with the standby. This is always going to be very good. So a free-to-play character having a standby, very nice, collecting the Dragon Balls, all of that fun stuff. This is also a very good animation. This is just a really, really well-designed free-to-play character who's going to fit well on his teams. I believe even King Piccolo is on a decent bit of categories, right? Yeah, this is, what, 17 teams? That's pretty good. So definitely want to make sure that you have this character done, and you're going to want to use him. So Demon King Piccolo, second character that we have on this list. Let's move on to the third one, which is going to be Universe Survival. Why'd I say it like that? Physical Hit. Now, Physical Hit, this is an extremely well-designed character as well. This is one that I actually slept on accident on like my free-to-play unit tier list, and you guys let me know. So what is this guy able to do? We have high chance to dodge, which is nice. They are a Rainbow Orb Changer, very nice, and they have a chance to stun. They have a very good chance, a 66% chance of doing at least a double super, right? When we have extra dodge right here, so that's 66% chance to dodge with getting 12 or more ki, which is very easy to do. Then we are going to be gaining attack and defense for every attack that's performed. This is also going to be including counters. For every super attack performed, we are going to be getting extra 6% as well. So if you double super, we're talking about a 78% chance to dodge. And if we evade the attack, we are going to be countering with enormous power. So this character just works really well on like the Universe 6 and Universe Survival Saga teams and stuff like that. Just a very nice free-to-play character who's going to work out pretty well for you. He's doing all types of fun stuff. I believe that was... I don't even know. That's just a super attack, right? It just has no name on it for some reason. I don't know why the name wasn't there, but you guys know, just a free-to-play unit that's doing counters and having really good chances to dodge. This is just going to be an extremely well-designed character that's going to help you in most content. Not 10th anniversary, though. Let me say that. All right, so this one for the next slot is going to take a little bit. The next one that we are going to be going over is going to be the free-to-play Saiyan Saga team. You guys know this team at this point. This is the beginners friendly team here, the best free-to-play team in the game. If we're talking about resource or like just bang for your buck value, time investment, there is no better free-to-play team than this specific setup right here, right? Not bad whatsoever. So we have our friend Chaozu here. He is a physical orb changer, right? He also has a great chance to dodge to 70%. And then when we have Bond of Friendship, which is very easy, he's also 40% support with Rainbow Orb Changing. So for a free-to-play character, especially on a beginner's team, you guys are going to notice that a character like this Chaozu is going to help you, the flow of content go a lot easier, right? Where you have sort of the, again, like this, it's just like he's a quality of life character where the units around him are going to be hitting harder, and it's also going to be easier to obtain ki with characters because of this. So that is why we have him here. Chaozu, just a overall very nicely designed free-to-play character. Works well on the Saiyan Saga team. That's really the only team you're going to be running him on because you just want to make sure that you are kind of like staying within this realm, right? Linking him with a TN, who we're going to talk about next. So we have TN here, right? Guaranteed crit, Rainbow Orb Changing that's going to come in the form of Chaozu, and that's also going to give us damage reduction. So we're going to have up to 35% damage reduction with this character having attack and defense, right? 150 to start a turn, attack and defense again with 12 or more ki, very easy to do. Raising defense on the super, doing additional supers is going to definitely be very helpful for this character right off the bat. So this is going to be an extremely well-designed free-to-play unit on that free-to-play Saiyan Saga team. So if you are looking for a free character that works very well with this team, I think this is going to be a good option. So he's going to do the Tri-Beam, and he's going to have the damage reduction with the Rainbow Orbs, which Chaozu is going to help him create. So not too bad whatsoever, and you're just going to be able to find some very good usages with this TN. Let's go ahead and move on to the next free unit, which is going to be, I believe this next one is Yamcha. Yes, we have Yamcha on the list. Now, Yamcha is very, he's niche, right? Because we have only, like, he has 70% damage reduction, which is obviously very good, but with this team being under 50% HP, I would say is not ideal. He has guaranteed additional supers being in the second or the third slot, which is where you're going to want to put him. So the only time you're really ever going to be putting him in the first slot is if he has that 70% damage reduction. So I would say that what you probably want to do with this guy is build him sort of additional focused, right? Maybe a little bit of dodge, right? It's definitely going to help. I think full dodge is probably the way I would build almost all of my free-to-play characters, but that would probably be how I'd want to build him. When it comes to getting these characters, they are from the beginners missions. You guys kind of understand that. The Greatest Warriors missions are definitely ones that you want to be looking looking for. So this character is going to fall under the same thing. So again, having that damage reduction and the additional supers is nice. So most of the time you're going to be seeing double to triple supers. So very, very good free-to-play unit. Not too much going on with him though. Just all have different usages, right? Where TN is sort of going to be that damage reduction, not sponge, but he's going to have some damage reduction built in. Chaozu is going to be doing support, and then Yamcha is going to be your guy who's doing a lot of double and triple supers with that spirit ball right there, and it's going to be very nice. Now, moving on to Krillin. Krillin is also going to be a supporting character, especially when we have a Gohan around. So when we have the Gohan and Piccolo, I think I forgot to pull him up. Yeah, I did. Let me, where is Gohan and Piccolo? There we go. So when we have a Gohan and Piccolo around, it's going to be very helpful because we're just going to get extra support, right? So we're looking at 60% support and 2 ki. So very nice. Chance of performing a crit is kind of just whatever, 10% on a crit with this guy's like whatever, but dodge, support, extra ki and stuff like that. This is a very good unit, and then he's also going to be greatly lowering attack and defense and can stun. So nice utility when you can debuff enemies, but again, it is a kind of a risk-reward situation with him, and he's going to be doing the Destructo Disc that you see from the Prime Battle Krillin. So Krillin, very good free-to-play character. Last but not least, for the Saiyan Saga TURs, we have this Gohan and Piccolo. Now, I believe, in my experience, this is the most impressive one, right? Having the damage reduction that's not HP restricted, only having a Goku, that's extremely easy, right? Getting extra attack and defense plus 30% per ally on the team, so that's 180 right there. Then 150% attack and defense with 12 or more ki, very easy. Super class, another attack and defense 50%, and then a great chance of becoming a super, and then we just have a baseline crit chance. So again, I really like the way that this free-to-play Gohan and Piccolo is designed. It works very well on the Saiyan Saga team. Last but not least, for the free-to-play Saiyan Saga team, the leader of it, the LR that you are going to obtain from Version Z. Version Z, Goku, Greatest Warrior, all of that fun stuff. This guy's very good. Again, especially in like beginners content and stuff like that, having the guard, having the damage reduction, the additional super attack, the crit chance up to 59%, very good, right? Having the attack and defense 59% at the start of the turn there with the extreme class allies or enemies, very easy to do, giving 40% support. I just really like the way that this guy is designed with his support and stuff like that. Works extremely well next to the free-to-play Saiyan Saga team because you're just able to fulfill all the conditions that you would need. So really have nothing to complain about with this character. He's just a little bit old at this point, but the state of free-to-play characters right now, especially with LRs and stuff like that, it is just tricky, right? Where we have all of these like Battlefield LRs and their EZAs that aren't very good. You just have this LR EZA who's extremely easy to get. And is also just not like a huge time sink like Battlefield is. So moving on, these last two are going to be the only two on the list that are not like technically farmable in the normal sense, but this Grandpa Gohan is a World Tournament LR you get from local rewards right now. So next World Tournament, just be sure to play it a little bit and you will get a copy of this character so long as you finish in the top 100 locally, which is very easy to do, right? Top 100 overall is extremely hard, but local is just like, if you do your missions and get all the Dragon Stones from it, you will finish in the top 100 locally and you'll get one copy of this character. So not too bad, right? We get extra ki per Kamehameha allies. We're getting guaranteed double supers and stuff like that, giving support. I really like where this guy is headed because of just the attack stats that he is commonly putting out. Just a very, very good unit, right? I think that I've commonly seen this guy over 20 million doing double supers, and he just holds it down really well. So really like this Grandpa Gohan. And last but not least, the ace of the Majin Power team, Mr. Buu. Mr. Buu is a Giga Chad. If you know this channel, you know I love Mr. Buu, right? Damage reduction, healing, damage reduction rate, right? We get baseline damage reduction right here, rainbow orb changing. He's just insane. I love this Mr. Buu. Don't need to talk about him too much. He's just amazing when you get him rainbow orbs, so make sure you do that and try and get a copy of this character for sure. So there you guys go, 10 of the best free-to-play units in Dokkan as of March 2025. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new, so that way you don't miss out on any of my Dokkan content. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.